right, guys, are you ready for a deep dive rant into the world of YouTube? Probably not, but we're going to get one anyway. So there's lots of cool channels. I'm going to keep scrolling down here so you guys can see all of these cool, amazing channels that I watch regularly. I'm going to stop here for just 1 second because watch out. AI is a big problematic thing right now. And with Sora, it's just going to get worse. This is Kelly Clarkson, but of course, she's been ripped off by AI. I'm pretty sure this is not a product that she is promoting, but guess what? It doesn't matter because with Sora and all of these AI systems, you can pretend to be a government official pretty easily or a famous person and sell things using them as well as cause all kinds of mayhem in this way. There's so many awesome channels. I'm just going to scroll through them, some of the funny things and things they've said. I'm going to stop here for 1 second. Why am I stopping here? Because this is the thing, right? How much of your taxpayer dollars are you ready to chip in or throw into the wood chipper? I'm just going to put this in very few words here, so it's not going to have to be a very long rant, but here's the deal. The worst thing you can do right now in politics is change the regime. The American people have been messed with, beaten down, and messed up so badly because of everything that's been going on. But now, after 4 years, not thanks to the government or anything like that, not thanks to the things that the people in the government have done, but thanks to themselves, they've figured out ways to create some sort of balance in their lives and figure out how to get around all of the crap that this leadership and the previous leadership have bestowed upon them. So now that they have some sort of balance, the worst thing you could possibly do is change the regime. Why? Because it means that now that people are finally figuring out how to live their lives, maybe they're enjoying the remote work that they're doing. Maybe their life is slightly more peaceful. Maybe they don't have to go to the office every single day as they used to. The second you put the other idiot in, he's going to start changing things. He's going to say, everybody go back to the office or all that kind of stuff. And basically, all of the things, all the plans that people have made for themselves have to be changed once again. That is not good, guys. That is not something you want as Americans. We need stability. Stability. So, if you are really about meaningful change, don't vote for the usual. Don't go blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. You have another option with it, which is the independents. I think they call themselves the no labels right now. I don't know if it's RFK, if it's Joe Jorgensen. I don't follow politics that closely. It just pisses me off. It's horrible all the way around. I have no interest in it because every time there is a change in regime, it just causes damage and problems. And nobody in recent history has caused more damage than the duck. And you know why the duck has been so damaging? Because, trust me on this, when he was in power and things got rough because the virus came in, he didn't know how to handle it. So his plan was, I'm going to abdicate. I'm going to just leave, pretend that I did not lose, right? He pretended, no, he played the victim. No, I didn't lose and all that stuff and causes all kind of mayhem, pissing off the other side. And then he did last minute things to tank, to destroy America as much as he possibly could so that when the regime change happened, the regime had to play catch up and try to fix all the things that he had broken at the last minute on purpose to make them look bad. Now, as I said here before, I don't care whether we have one or the other, but we've had both. And when we had the Donald, when Mr. Duck was in the house, it wasn't much different than how it is now with the other guy. So, I mean, maybe sure, there were like little things here and there, but mostly it's pretty much the same because they don't really have the power that you think they have. It's the people around them. So here's the way you do it. You appeal to the people around them and try not to piss everybody off up there, and try to figure out how to create the most balanced society that you possibly can. And right now, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good right now. And the reason why I say it looks pretty good right now is because, as I said before, it's not because of what they did, but because the Americans got together with lots and lots of elbow grease, figured out how to get around all the crap that's been going on in politics, and have tried to manage things so that the people can still live. I'm not saying it's perfect, but after 4 years of messing, they've got the system kind of equalized. And the second you change over to another idiot, they're going to mess with that system, which means we, the people, are going to be the ones that get our butt kicks, that get our butt kicked. Don't do it. Don't do it. Again, you have two options at this point because, I mean, you had the option of Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley wasn't great or anything. She wasn't as good as some of her predecessors that I would have gone for, like Tulsi Gabbard. But at least she was in the middle and she was like, you know what? We need to stop saying that those people over there suck and those people over there suck. We're all Americans. Let's try to get together. That's what she ran on. That's what she ran on. And she said, we can't have any more crazy wars because her husband is in the military, so she doesn't want her husband to die, right? So she was there, and everybody called her a warmonger. Really? Anyway, so you guys lost the opportunity to vote for her, as you always do, because you'd rather get stuck in the zero-sum game of those people suck, right? And not us. We're good. Those people suck. So now we're stuck with the usual. Don't vote for the usual. You only have two choices, as I said before. You either keep the current regime, which is kind of okay right now. It's kind of equalized. Or you go for the no labels, which means RFK or George Jorgensen or somebody like that, which is not the usual red and blue parties. Those are the only options that make sense. If you keep going red and blue, you're just screwing yourself. I will keep saying this until my face turns blue and until I will see all of our rights disappear. Because of this fight against red and blue, Joe Biden versus Donald Duck, we have seen our rights and our freedoms wither away day after day after day, because the more you push against the other side, the more they try to screw the other side. And that only ends up in divorce. We all know that, right? When mommy and daddy keep fighting each other, if the child in the middle keeps making mommy and daddy angry, eventually those two get angry at each other so much that they have to split up. Do we want this for America? No. So suck it up and either keep the regime that we have or make a true change and go for something different. Make that third party that we have, because we do have three parties in America, make it count. Make it count. Else, if you're not interested in politics, buckle up, burn that midnight oil, not necessarily at midnight, but during the day, when it's healthy, and just get on with life. That's my advice to you guys, because otherwise we are going to really get into a recession or a new bunch of wars or a bunch of stuff that we don't need as Americans, and we don't want to keep paying more to have less money in our bank accounts, less freedom to enjoy, and eventually become some other country that we don't want to become like. So anyway, that is the long story short there. Don't throw away your money in the wood chipper. Let's go and check out some other cool channels here and all the other stuff. Again, guys, the things that I've been talking about in this video, I usually talk about daily. As I see things, I call them out. And I show and promote all the cool stuff, including this new channel here. Anastasi in Tech. Pretty cool. Because unlike the virtual signalers, I actually go and check out cool channels with couples, with girls. I don't always look at dudes all day long, although I do look at a lot of dude stuff because I am a dude, and let's face it, a lot of the times dudes tend to do more technology stuff. But I try to keep it as look at this girl here. She's cool. Anyway, actually, she brings up the cool thing. Actually, I'm going to end the video with this is that remember the X medallion? The X medallion was going to be an awesome thing that Elon Musk and I were going to build together, and it was going to be the best way to enter into any of the vehicles, the Teslas, or now the Cybertrucks. Instead of, an Apple Watch or something like that, you could dangle a cool medallion from your neck, and it would be the way to keyless entry. It would work better than your fingers in the cold when those things get stuck, when the handles get stuck, and all that stuff. And once you open the door to your favorite vehicle, it would smell like wet dog, the perfume. He's done burnt hair, and then we're going to do the wet dog perfume is going to be awesome. But anyway, it looks like some people are going to try to beat him to it with the Apple Ring. Anyway. Guys, so much going on at NASA. Look at this cool car here with Kim Java, you got to go check that out. CNET has the usual cool things. We've got Chaos Mugo with more UFOs, WAPs, UAPs. We've got Jack with Cosmic Road, Casper Site. If you want to know how to build your own UFO, check out the Graviflyer with this guy over here. Old Man Builds. Gotta love the beard. Anyway, guys, so many cool things. Just go check them out. And I want to end with this one simply because how can we make Americans love America more? We can get them out of politics. That's for one thing. And we can get them to go back to American values. When they say the replacement theory or whatever that is, don't get fooled. It's not about race. What it is about is replacing all the old guard, but also the new guard of Americans with American traditional values who care about the Constitution, who care about the basics of my freedoms begin and end when I start messing with another person's freedoms. And freedom should exist for us. Whether it's freedom of speech, whether it's freedom of assembly, whether it's freedom of to bear arms, and just keep going down the pike. We have to figure out how to make our children love America. And we're not doing a good job because look at us. Look at us bickering like idiots. And with that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next